Alright. Hello, my amazing people. My spell sling is my humding is my wonderful, wonderful people. Welcome on. I'm your spell slip. Shadow VTuber spells. Hello. Also, I finally figured out what to change flipbook to. Hey, yo, welcome on in, Jax Gaming. Nice to see you. How you doing? Oh, let me change the chat. I forgot to change the chat. It's fine. It's not like I haven't done this in a couple of days. No, I don't. I do not know what you're talking about. Hi, yes, hello. Let me make it so that, okay, so the subscribers and the bot beat me to it. I feel, no, Miz beat me to it. Hi, thank you, Miz, for getting that. Hey, Ninja Nick, welcome on in. Hey, yo, Emily Shepard. Hey, yo. Welcome, everybody. How was your weekend? How did your weekend go? No, your mod did low. I was not looking at the chat at the time. Hi, I'm new. No, you're not. You're lies. We're already starting off lies and slander. All right. The other thing we're starting off with is shoutouts. So let's get some shoutouts going. All right. So I get these shoutouts going for these three lovely people in here that I see: Ninja Nick, Emily, the Jax Gaming, and Twilight Paul. I will, shout out button. Fine, I'll use Twitch's shout out thingy. Ow! Ow, thank you. My shout out button is just like, no, don't wanna. Hope you had fun at the convention, seems like a lot of fun. Oh, I'm gonna be telling you all about it. But first I wanna hear all about your weekends. Tell me all about your weekends, alright? And then we'll go on into my weekend, because that's what that's gonna be today, is my weekend.
Alright.
Wait, that was not the right person. Who the hell did I just shout out? That was the wrong person. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this one more time. I can spell. See, that's the right person. See, that's the cutie patootie wonderful VTuber model that I've come to know and love. Did I just miss an Ara? Did I just talk over an Ara? Oh, damn it. Alright, we'll go over here. Honestly, it's been so fair. Fair.
Uh-oh, I think he knows me.
Oh, you just got the odds. Okay. That looks like Sea of Thieves, which incidentally enough, people pegged me as a Sea of Thieves fan this weekend because I was like,
Operation Explosive Dynamite.
Yes! I heard Explosive Dynamite and immediately got my attention. Welcome in, Jax Babe Gamer. Alright, one last shout out. How you doing? Let me grab you all the questions of the day too. Well, the question of the day is gonna pertain to what we're talking about today. But I wanna say hello to everybody first before I get into talking all about me. It's not the channel of me. Well, technically it is, but like, you know what I mean. There seems to be death occurring at the hands of a mighty staff. I can appreciate all of this. We do love the death at the hands of a mighty staff. A very, nope, not.
Really worked.
That was going to sound very suggestive what I was about to say, and I am not going there. My mind immediately went there, but I am gonna hold my tongue and be a good spells. All right. Okay, also, today is, why did I press that button again? Today is ever so slightly scary. And the reason why that today is ever so slightly scary is because I decided to update OBS, like, and not just any update, the big update. We talking about the really big update here. The update to 28. And will be my first time streaming on this new update, so if anything's like fucking broken and you can't hear shit or something's gone wrong, please let me know. I need to know that my OBS isn't completely like, you know, gone away. I don't know what features exist at TwitchCon. Well, it's at a convention. It's at a convention, any convention. It did not have to be TwitchCon specifically. To be fair, even I was like, oh no, he's hot. that moment where you're like, oh no, he be hot. Would you stop complaining, computer? My computer's complaining that I keep switching between my emotes, and it's like, you're trying to type, and I'm like, no, I'm not trying to type. Must be difficult for you being good. Being good? Where's good? I'm chaotic. I don't see anyone good over here. There's chaoticness. But it seems like y'all are, correct me, if I'm wrong, it seems like y'all want to jump into TwitchCon. Are y'all ready to jump into TwitchCon? Hey, Yellow Cario! Never mind, we have another shout out to do. The wonderful, the fantastic button. You gonna work now? Yes, the button worked. Ha ha! I don't have to type shit out anymore. Whee!
No! Jump, you tit!
I remember this.
Don't get suspended.
It's wonderful. He's just swimming there.
I'm suspended in the air.
No, you're exactly where you want to be.
I'm glitching out. Number 4, maybe?
Yeah, trying to do anti-glitches. Oh, okay. So apparently the way to stop your fall is to just mine at a rock. That's how you do it. Yo, bum, glitter bomb. Oh, welcome on in, everyone. But yeah, your computer disagree on the oh no he hot. Yeah, no, my computer does disagree. So we're gonna talk about. All right, I'm gonna jump into this. We're gonna talk about TwitchCon today, and we're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's start with the good, huh? There was a lot of good. I actually really enjoyed my time. I had a whole mess of fun at TwitchCon. I think I've been to more panels in this one convention than I have in my entire con career. And I've been going to cons since I was 16. All right? Just in this one convention, I've gone to more panels than I have every other con combined. I went to so many panels. I was absolutely, my poor schedule was absolutely packed. It was just panel. Friday was definitely the worst. I had no breaks Friday. It was back to back panels. I was even leaving panels early to get to a different panel. There were so many panels. And like when I went through and I was originally going through and planning my schedule, Twitch made it really easy. They had a TwitchCon app. So like that had this great ability where you went into the schedule and you looked at all the panels and you got to set both, add it to your own agenda and set a reminder, and those were two different buttons, and I loved that, and it made it really easy just to jump from panel to panel to panel and plan my day. That's how I did it. I was able to plan my day, and I had like more than once. I had like 3 different panels and had to strategically choose between the panels I wanted to go to. It was like work. Oh my goodness, it was like a video game. Shit, there's just so much item management. I'm glad you had a good time. I had a good time too. I'm glad too. Lol, I did that in San Japan. Yeah, no, there was just so many panels and a lot of really good ones. And there was a lot for affiliates. Very, very much for affiliates. I had no idea what the community would fucking do. Because I didn't see, like, at least as far as I was looking, but I could have easily missed it. I didn't see any, like, panels for community members, honestly. A lot of the panels, I can even pull up the panel scheduler. I still have the silly app. And part of the reason I still have the silly app is specifically for this stream. But, like, the schedule were, like, you had Artist Alley, obviously, but then there was, like, Overwatch, there was, like, free plays and stuff, and there were demos. I got to play a game demo for the first time in my life and give feedback to developers. I was good! And I speedrun the demos. I speedran the demo. It was amazing. I've never speedrun a demo for a game series that I've never played on a game I've never played. It was kind of awesome. But yeah, there was like charity streaming 101s and community. Okay, there was a community meetup. There's like gaming to non-gaming networking. There was grow your audience. There was a craft your elevator pitch. There was like the Twitch. Okay, this is the Twitch rival plea shows. There's like the LGBTQIA streamer meetup. There was there's a lot of meetups. There's like the San Diego community meetup. There was like build your community, build your media kit, horror games meetup. Why is that a thing? I know why that's a thing, but that's the fact that panel happened scares me just because I'm a weenie. I'm glad the horror game fans had a lot of fun though. I hope that was a great meetup. I did not go to that. There is a mixer? It shows you where my priorities were. I was not paying attention to any of these things. Honestly, I heard we are gonna talk about how bad it got at TwitchCon. Trust me, we will get there. We're starting with the good. I just went balls to the walls, and with the flow at TwitchCon, and went to a few panels, but mostly wandered around the center. Oh, okay. Community members were there, for meet and greet ups mostly. Yeah. I went to there were like a bunch of meetups. I went to like the accessibility meetup. I'm not gonna say some of the other ones that I went to, but I went to some of them. But there was like the partner and affiliate to affiliate mentorship networking. That was golden. That was a really good panel. The fact that one was there, it allowed me to talk directly to partners, ask them direct questions. Out of all of those networking ones that I went to, I think that one was the best. That one I got the most out of for the networking ones. There was also like designing your brand and making a difference at TwitchCon, cultivating and maintaining a politically active audience. I absolutely went to that. Learned a lot from that because part of being a accessibility advocate is we are gonna get into a little bit of politics. I've so far kind of like not really hit on it too much, but and it's definitely not gonna be like the main point of my stream, but there is a lot of crossover between accessibility and politics. So I went to that in future preparation for when I felt I was ready and we were ready as a community to tackle those harder subjects. So that was a really good panel for me. I learned a lot about that panel. I also learned, so this is interesting. I learned that at that panel, so originally politics was just chatting, right? People were just chatting and they were just hanging out and just chatting, and that's where they would do politics, and Twitch went, oh, politics is a popular, it's popular. Let's add a politics option. And if you are a leftist or a liberal, you do not use the politics option. You stay in just chatting for your politics stream, because what has happened is the politics section in Twitch has become a shortcut for conservatives and MAGA bullshit. So the leftists and the liberals stay in just chatting for their politics stream. Which is an interesting, the alt-right grabbed it, which is really interesting to learn that's what happened. So we will never be in politics. Hi, I'm leftist scum. Nice to meet you. Anyways, there's my biases. I didn't go to the opening ceremony. I have it, but I didn't go to like the opening or the closing ceremonies. I was too busy going elsewhere. There's a drag showcase, which I unfortunately did not get to go to. There were so many beautiful drag queens, and they were in gorgeous outfits. But drag is not accessible. That's not even TwitchCon's fault. It's just sort of the nature of drag is to have flashy lights and loud thumpy music, and as someone who's photosensitive, like and has photosensitive epilepsy, I obviously can't go to that for obvious reasons. But I hope that the drag show was so much fun because it looked like it was, and the drag queens were on point. At least just walking around. I saw so many lovely drag queens, and I really hope they had a lot of fun because even just looking at their costumes from passing, they were just like, holy crap. And there was one, I went to the Twitch affiliate and partners and Twitch staff networking event, which was not what I thought it was gonna be. They didn't market that one very well. But one thing that I learned was there was apparently an outfit reveal that happened at it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yes. There was yes, that is exactly what happened. There was an outfit reveal, so someone like lost their outfit and one poor staff member had to run out on the stage to go grab it. Oh, oops, sounds like something I'll never check out. Yeah. Glad you didn't have to. Oof. Yeah, oh geez. Yeah, I didn't even know they had drag events. I'm sure they nailed. I am sure they nailed it. Oh, they were fine. Yeah, they had a big drag event in Europe too. I am glad that they had the drag events. Thank you for it was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Fire Drag Girl, I appreciate it. Artist Alley was also, it was a lot of posters. And I tried. I tried Twitch. I tried chat. I was just like, I'm not gonna get posters. I'm not gonna get posters. So we got this really cool little little statue, and it was really adorable, and I love it. It's like this little fake plant with Totoro stuff on it and Studio Ghibli stuff, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. But if you follow my Twitter, you know that my ability to stay away from the posters was yeah, I wasn't able to stay away from the posters. I got 3 posters. Somebody help me. They're all gorgeous though. Oh my god, it's the artist that I bought. Ow! Thank you for the archer. You're always a fan of Artist Alley. I am a fan of Artist Alley. I got a logo cushion and socks. Nice. I'm not gonna get a cut poster. It gets multiple posters. Yeah, pretty much. Hey Archer, welcome on in. We're talking TwitchCon. We're starting with the good. We're on the good at the moment. Although slightly less good. This is going. Thank you. This is going to lead into this is gonna lead into the good. But it was slightly bad. This one's not Twitch's fault. Yes, Artist Alley. Artist Alley is basically where local artists can sell their wares at conventions. It's really, really awesome. I love going to it. So it's all made by like local artists, and because like there's always at conventions, there's always like the official merchandise place and then the artist place. And the official merchandise place was called the Loot Cave. I went into the Loot Cave the first day, looked around and went, nothing here, and then left. Day 3. Day 3! I had a bit of a uterus problem. It was the worst uterus problem of my life. I was prepared for my uterus problem, but I didn't think it was gonna get this bad. And my pants did not survive this encounter with my uterus problem. And I discovered this, like, at the end of one of the panels where I got up, where I went to the bathroom, and was like, oh my god, there's blood everywhere! So, I had to basically do an awkward shuffle. I had, like, a coat, but it's a short sleeve coat, so I was, like, holding my short sleeve coat because it didn't have sleeves long enough to tie, as I awkwardly shuffled my way to the Loot Cave, which I knew sold pants because I had been in there 2 days earlier, and I had to buy new pants, and just in case, I bought a sweatshirt in case I had to tie something around me because I couldn't go home. So, yeah, my pants did not survive TwitchCon, but I will say, they were really expensive. They were really, really, really expensive in the Loot Cave. Artist back alley. No, not the back alley. This is the Loot Cave. So I bought official Twitch merch. I bought they're really expensive official Twitch merch, but I bought pants and I bought a jacket, and oh my, those pants. I don't want to wash them, man. They're so soft. It's like angel feathers in there. You just put it on and your leg goes, ah. So, I would hate to wash those because I know it's going to, like, I'm like rubbing my leg because of how soft that was, but like, oh my god, they're so soft, and at the moment I wash it, it's gonna destroy it, but oh, it's so soft! And very, very comfy, so like, I shilled, and I got, I think the universe conspired with Twitch. I think like Twitch went and like bribed my uterus and was just like, hey, this one's not buying from the Loot Cave, make this one go get like official merch, and my uterus went, on it, boss! So, a moment of silence for the pants. F in the chat for the pants. Yeah, F in the chat for my pants. They did not survive that. Last day at the con is when you haggle and get some deals. I don't know how to haggle, so that's how that goes. For all your secretive and or illegal art. Oh no, not the illegal art! Not the illegal art, although some of that art was, if you get my drift. I have, it's somewhat not safe for work in that it's a picture of Zagreus making quite the suggestive face with no shirt on. He's got pants on. He's got pants on. Cool your jets. He's got pants on. But the reason why I say it's slightly not safe for work is he's covered in blood. It's just, he is coming out of the river Styx and there is blood everywhere. And so it's an amazing, amazing piece of art. I caved. I wasn't gonna get it, but lewd is an understatement. Oh, there are many not safe for work artists that I saw. Yeah, no, there were definitely, I did not get the not safe for work art. I just got the ever so slightly on the line not safe for, like, art, which, honestly, it's not even the fact that he's shirtless and is making a suggestive, face. It's more that he's covered from, like, in blood. It's just all the blood. There's so much blood. So, that's, but Artist Alley was great. Twitch made overpriced pants that are comfy as shit. It's a dizzy button! Busy spells! You know I can do this! You do this to me all the time. Y'all do this to me all the time. Anyways, so that was another good thing. I also, there was VTubers. There was exactly one VTuber panel, and it was how to be a VTuber. And there are so many damn VTubers that none of the VTubers went to the how to be a VTuber panel because we're like, we already know how to do that. There's nothing there for us. That was not a panel for VTubers. That was a panel for people who wanted to be VTubers. So we VTubers ourselves had no panel, so we made one. We're just like, hey, VTuber meetup this time, Friday, right outside the con. And I and I was not the one who set it up. I retweeted the one who set it up. I was like, yeah, I'm going. And then N retweeted me, and as I was talking to N, I got to meet N, I got to meet Johnny, I got to meet Butter, I got to meet so many, Silver, I got to meet so many of my VTuber friends. Plotting, don't worry about it, I always worry about it. Anyways, I'm VTuber friends. I got to meet my VTuber friends IRL, and I got to hang out and give hug to my VTuber friends IRL. It was so cool. And then while I was talking to N, there was like another person there who works for Twitch, and he's just like, hey, yeah, and he saw my gamer tag, and he's just like, oh, I only know about this because of you. And I looked at him and I went, are you sure it was me? I have such a small following. I really don't think it was me you saw. But then he talked a little bit more and goes, oh yeah, no, what happened was N retweeted you. And that's how I saw it. So, and so basically, indirectly, I'm one of the reasons Twitch even knew about the damn thing, ow, is because of that. But I got to meet all my friends, and I got to say hi to them. Hi, D'Angelo, come on in. Illegal does not mean spicy, since spicy isn't shouldn't be illegal. Yes. Yes, Archer, exactly. Don't worry about it. Oh, God. Yo! Yeah, that would have been the only reason. I would have been there, like, meeting, seeking VTubers I like. Yeah, no, I went and I saw, and I got to meet VTubers! IRL! I got to meet new VTubers and new streamers! That was the other thing. I got to meet so many new streamers. But I went to a lot of panels. Like, I brought a fucking book. Y'all can't see this, but I have a book, and it has, like, all these names in it and stuff. And I went to every panel that I talked to, or that I went to, and I took notes at every single panel. And so I learned a lot. I have pages and pages and pages of notes here from the different panels. Like I went to the TwitchCon panel, and I went to, at one point, does it go, yeah, and then I went to creating engaging content and the partner networking stream, and making a difference, and then you, me, and parasocial relationships. I liked that panel. That panel was fascinating as shit. That was such a good panel. Okay, I can go back to being where I was before. That was a really good panel. I loved that panel. The staff networking wasn't quite what I thought it would be. It was a little bit of self-yoinking with Twitch, but I mean, I'm glad that none of the staff had anything bad to say, and I learned that the Twitch staff and the Amazon staff are slightly separated, and that Twitch treats its staff really well. So the staff, at least the ones that went to the panel, all had good things to say as a worker for Twitch. So I'm glad that they liked they really liked their job. I thought it was gonna be more of a chance for us to ask questions about Twitch itself, and it was more meant for us to ask what it's like to be a staff member at Twitch, and which felt a little pedantic, cause like, hi Twitch, I'm working for you. Can I get recognized as such? Hey Niz, welcome on in! Tis the Cyber Warrior, I'm alive, whoa, come in. We're talking Twitch. We're still in the good. I'm trying to stick to the good right now. But I went to advocacy and a peace panel. That was another really, really good panel that talked about like what it's like to be an advocate and how to stay mentally healthy as an advocate. And I really, really, really liked that panel. That was like one of the best panels for me out there. And then I went to Craft Your Elevator Pitch, which was a lot of fun. The improv panel, I laughed my ass through the improv panel. That was the funnest panel around, was just the improv panel. Like, that was amazing and hilarious. And then, I went to the Building for Accessibility panel, which I'll talk about, later. But, so overall, I had a lot of fun. You're good, no, the best, no, the greatest, no, the hype! You're good too, thank you. I am not the best. I am working. I have a lot to improve on, and that's part of the reason why I went to TwitchCon and why I was trying so hard to go to TwitchCon, is that I have a lot to improve on, and I needed to do it. Also, hi, I'm new. No, you're not, Swift. You're not new. Bad. Yeah, relax. Also, you have tentacles. I do not. Honestly, I wish I'd gone, but I couldn't afford anything about going to TwitchCon. That is fair, Emily. But yeah, I learned, that was why I wanted to go, was both to meet up with my fellow streamers and to learn more of my craft, so that I can improve things for myself, so that I can improve things for y'all, so I can be a better advocate, and... Was that strictly necessary? Alright, hi, I'm new. No, you're not! Alright, so... Anyway, Spells is going to end us. No, I'm just going to shill. There's a tip jar. If you don't want subscriptions, hit the subscribe button. Ned said tentacles, I had to. Alright, fine. You know what? I can't fault that. I go into other people's streams, and whenever friends of mine mention money in any way, shape, or form, I go, money? Okay! And throw, like, bits at them, and they're like, no, Spells, don't do that! So that's my, and so then I'm like, why? Anyways, so what was I saying? Yes, I was gushing about the good of the TwitchCon, because I'm still not quite done covering the good, because there was a lot of good. So the accessibility, I got an accessibility pass at TwitchCon, and I got an email a couple days before TwitchCon saying, hey, here's what you need to know about accessibility, and necessary, no, entertaining, very much so. I mean, I'm here to entertain, so at least y'all are having fun. Because I'm assuming Fire's busy at work and can't do it herself. I mean, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so the lines, my god, the lines were blocks and blocks and blocks long. And I skipped all of it. My brother, too, Dara, and, cause Dara was going both as my mod, but also as my service dog for the day, because I felt like the con would have been too much for Kyrie. So he was there to help me. He was there to make sure that I was like, I didn't die, and if I did die, to get me out of there. So like, we went, so as soon as they saw my rollator, cause thank y'all, by the way, thank you Sky, thank y'all so much. I cannot ever thank you enough for that rollator. And I did. I bragged to all the streamers about how y'all got me that wonderful rollator. And it came in really big handy over the weekend. And I wouldn't have such a good rollator if it wasn't for y'all. I wouldn't have a rollator at all if it wasn't for y'all. So thank you y'all so much for helping me during that not fundraiser, but during that that event where I exchange art for Muns, and I appreciate that. And so I just wanted to let y'all know that rollator was really good. Howdy, hey OT, we're talking about the good of TwitchCon at the moment. I was wondering about the doggo. Yeah, she's helpful, but I have never trained her with the rollator. And I needed the rollator more than I needed her, and I felt that with how many people were gonna be there, it would have just been too much for her. So she stayed home over the weekend, and Dara helped me throughout the weekend, and so that's how I did. I thought my sound crashed, but no, I had silent mode on like a dingus. Nice. So yeah, as soon as I saw the rollator there, all the staff members were like, accessible line that way, accessible line that way, accessible line that way. We even had one because I was using the escalators to go up and down rather than the elevators, because elevators fuck with my head. And like a good elevator, I come out like a drunkard and need to go lie down. A bad elevator causes a seizure. So even though it was bulky and weird and awkward, we used the escalators most of the time. And one of the staff members was like, hey, there's elevators? And we're like, yes, we know. The escalators, believe it or not, are easier. But they were, at least for me, in my experience, and this is a giant caveat, alright? They were helpful in letting me know— Ow! Thank you, Heidi! Hi, yes, they were helpful in letting me know where the accessible lines were if I needed to go into a panel a little bit early, before everyone else. They let me know when I was allowed to enter. There were accessible options in the front rows to make sure that we had seating. I saw in multiple panels, I saw people who did interpretation, so ASL, and at least the first day the aisles were clear. So at least the first day I didn't have any trouble getting to the front. That changed. Hey, yo, Neon, Celine! Also, I got to see Neon. Neon was there! Hi, Neon, everyone, this is Neon, my lovely Neon. Neon is fantastic. You should go check them out. They're a fantastic streamer. But we're talking the good, the bad, and the ugly of TwitchCon. Puppy gets a treat. Give treat to Smells. Yay! I'll take that treat. Okay, so this is actually good sort of middle point where I'm gonna give the puppy a treat, and I'm gonna give myself a treat, and then we're gonna talk the bad of Twitch. No, we're gonna talk the ugly, because I'm sure those of you who know have been itching to talk about the ugly. Oh. Death! Death just occurred. There was death on screen. That sucks. Let's go see if I can't find Kyrie, though. And we'll give her a treat, and then we'll give me a treat. And, then we will talk about the ugly. So, chat, I will be right back. Here is, by the way, here's the question of the day for all of you who just came in. Be good while I'm giving the puppy a treat. I have a headache because I drank a bunch of cold ice water. Ooh, no! Rub your tongue along the top of your mouth. That can help with the head freezy thing. I'm blanking on what that's called now. But yes, be good, chat. Be good, chat. Okay, I'm trusting you all to be good. Oh shit, there's like multiples of me here. Oh shit, that's broken. Fuck. Okay, so apparently, my PNGs are all broken. Cool. Love that that's broken. Hate that. Anyways, drink some more of my water to counter it. Yes. So answer the question of the day while I give the puppy a treat. We're gonna give her this. like I said, the cat doesn't get no treats because the cat's getting fat. So to try and help the cat, she gets no treats. Alright, I know that these are cat treats, but the dog loves them and the cat hates them, so we're giving them to sips my coffee. Why are you sipping your coffee? I'm trying to get the dog a good treat. Oh my god, my hand got stuck. Alright, we'll go give this one's thin. I'll give her a couple treats. Because the dog could use some weight. But she made it to 53 pounds. I'm so happy for her. So we're gonna go give her some treats. I'll be back. Well, the cat doesn't like it, so give it to the dog. Exactly. Alright, treats have been given. I got my treat. My treat. Enjoy my feet. Give me something good to eat. Riot! There's always a riot. Feet, yes. I hope you enjoy my pale ass feet because I haven't seen the sun in like 6 days. Oh god, treat. Goodness, I'd like for one of the treats to see what it tastes like. It's lamb liver. That's what it is. It's a lamb liver treat. So if you've ever had lamb and liver, you know what it tastes like. Really? You just did the riot. Oh, don't give dogs chocolate. Do not give dog chocolate. Chocolate is bad for dogs. Oh, Kyrie's so cute. Kyrie's amazing. I love my collar. Tree! Yes, that was what I bought. I showed y'all the tree thing that I bought at TwitchCon. It was so good. Gross. What's the scroll? Where's the scroll? No audio. Okay, hi, I'm back. I muted spells. I saw that. I'm back. OBS crashed. OBS absolutely died. It just gave up and said no. So, but that's where my particles went. It did. It glitched. This is why I didn't want to update it, because I knew that the crashing was gonna happen. I thought they had hotfixed it, but apparently not. So, yeah, OBS glitched. OBS did not appreciate anything, so it crashed like there was no tomorrow. Anyways, hi, I'm back. So we talked about the good of TwitchCon. Let's talk about the ugly of TwitchCon. We'll go straight into it because I'm sure all of you have heard by now. At least 2 people were sent to the hospital. One girl's back is totally broken. Yup. And so what happened is that there were these really shallow foam fighting pits. And by 2 different vendors. So there was like this exhibition room where there were a ton of different, like different companies and different sponsors. There was like Intel and Razer and Capital One for some odd godly reason. There was Stream Elements and Streamlabs, and there's an even entire section for charity people, like the Able Gamers charity and Games for Love, which we did a charity stream for. And but the foam pits, basically you stood on the foam pits with there was like these two fighting stands, and you had giant fighting tubes and like plushy fighting tubes, and you just fought each other, and you know, winner is the one who manages to stay on for longer than 2 seconds. And they were really shallow though, and there was nothing beneath them, but like there was like a tiny layer of foam, a foam mat, and then concrete. And this one able-bodied girl broke her back, and when she landed, and had to get like a rod in it. And then there were as far as I know, the count is up to 3 major injuries. I don't know the details of the other 2, but there were also a whole lot of minor injuries, including things like rolled like rolled ankles and stuff. So yeah, I saw that she had nerve damage and some vertebra fused, I think. Yeah, it's one tore her ligaments in her knee. Yeah, so those pits were really not safe, and people got hurt. Alicia, I think that I don't want to talk about her name. I don't want to, she's already had a bad enough day. And I don't want to go too into what, like, her medical details. I don't want to go too into her identity. Hope no one got COVID from the con like they did in San Japan. Yeah, I mean, Twitch was pretty on it. Like, we had to wear a medical, like, a bracelet that said we don't have COVID the entire weekend. And masks were not only mandatory, but also enforced. We went to multiple panels where people were like, hey, put your masks on. I saw a lot of staff members going, hey, mask up, mask up. So they were really on top of that, and I was really happy about that. But, we'll see who gets con plague. There's definitely going to be spreading of the plague, but that's, you know, it's called con plague for a reason. Oh, apologies, Pulse. No, you're okay, Emily. You are okay. It's just, I know that a lot of you are aware of this, and so I figured I'd just get that out of the way right off the bat of, a girl, is probably, or at least one person became permanently or temporarily disabled at that event. So safety in that regard, I don't know if that's Twitch's fault, or if that is the vendor's fault, or if the fault lies with both. But safety was clearly not thought about in that regard. It's when people who won and jumped off that got injured. The people who lost went softly. Yeah. San Japan was super on top of it too, but I still got it. It happens as conflict. Yeah. We never had to have masks, just had to have the vaccine and booster to be allowed into the country. Oh, okay. Wasn't there, and also a guy who jumped in the pit who had a broken with his leg or something. Yeah, there were a lot of injuries, but as far as I know, 2 to 3 really major ones that required hospitalization. But the big one is that girl with her back. Yeah, there was a guy who fell in it too. Technically, it would have been the convention for allowing the expedition. All right. So there was not safety considered in that regard. And the other thing too is, like, if Twitch made it, it had some accessibility things. Like, Twitch had this giant emote statue that breathed fire. It was kind of cool, actually. Or not fire, but like fake smog smoke shit. Not real smoke, because I would have died, but like I don't know what they were doing to make it, but they had some steam coming out of the nostrils. And that was cool, and it had a ramp going up to it. The other places, though, not so much. The other people who are on the expedition floor, there was like Razer, and they had an entire store section to their booth, and it was raised on a platform that I couldn't get up. because there were no ramps, and I just had to stand there awkwardly while Dara looked at the store because I couldn't get up the little ramp, because there were no little ramps. It was a step up, and I was just like, great. And so there were a lot of places like that. A lot of the booths were really, really narrow, and I couldn't really get into the booths with my rollator. So not really designed for, and if anyone had anything larger than my rollator, like a wheelchair or a scooter, they weren't getting in. And I said on the first day, they were pretty good about keeping the aisles clear so that I could get up to the front with my rollator. Yeah, that ended after the first day. Day 2 and 3, I could not get to the fronts. Day 2 and 3, they just... the aisles were blocked. I couldn't get through, so I had to sit in the back, and not in the accessible aisle. Like, if you're gonna, thanks for the accessibility, like, thank you, Twitch, for having the accessible section. Now, can you make it actually possible for me to get to the accessible section all 3 days? That would be appreciated. Yeah, one of my friends of the woman who broke her back had a knee injury herself from a soft landing. They did not help a lot of people. Yeah, YouTubers said they have the possibility to sue TwitchCon for it because back injuries I heard are very serious. Yeah, there's definitely a possibility for a suit because there is never 100% recovery for those who have spine injuries. Yup. That's so awkward of them not to include a ramp. Oof, I got, that Saturday is always the busiest of the con, but that's unfortunate that they did that. Yeah, yep. Twitch not accessible for differently abled and big boys. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, yeah, I couldn't get to the front after the first day, and I was stuck in the back all the other days, and, like, that was a problem. That was a large problem. And like, I can hear well, I can see well, I can do fine in the back, but like, if you're someone who has a wheelchair and can't hear, and you need to be able to get to the front where the ASL interpreter is, no? Just, no? The other thing that we talked about is when I was in the accessibility, like, there was an accessibility meetup. And all the other meetups that I went to had a clear organizer, and there were a lot of people, and there was, and it was run. There was someone in there saying, hey, we're starting now, hey, we're ending now. The accessibility meetup had no organizer. It almost looked like people forgot the panel existed. And we had to run it ourselves. And there was like no one there to tell us, hey, you're done. So we had to end it ourselves. And there was like 5 people, maybe 6 people. It was really, really awkward. But I did learn a couple of things, like we were talking about how TwitchCon had the app that they didn't tell enough people about, so half the people didn't even know that the app existed. And we were talking about how there's no lounge for, like, disabled people. Like, one of the things was like, yeah, this is really, really overstimulating. I could really use a spot that's dark and quiet to just separate from the convention and bring things down to a baseline level. And all of us in the accessibility panel were like, there's a TwitchCon app. Yeah, there was a TwitchCon app that they released like a couple days before. And so, but we're like, we could really use this. And then when I left TwitchCon, I found out there was an AFK lounge. But the only mention of the AFK lounge was on their map, which was so small it was impossible to read, and in so badly pixelated half the words couldn't be read, and which is bad for regular people, but even worse for people who have accessibility needs. Like, if you don't see well and you need to blow that shit up, there's no way to do it. And it's just like, why didn't they have physical maps for those who need it? Like, large physical maps. Like, you don't have to hand it out to everyone. You could have just had it at the help desk and have people in the accessible line be like, hey, if you need it, there's a map. The physical fucking map you could go get. That is my alarm. That is my med alarm. There was no physical map for people, so no way to blow up the information. Isn't this the first TwitchCon after the pandemic? Not me forgetting about 2020. Yes, they canceled 2021. This was the first TwitchCon after the pandemic. And someone who on and off uses a cane had trouble walking around a lot in places like expos, cons aren't something that I've had the courage to for years. Yeah, that's why I use a cane, but I brought my rollator because, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. What the fuck? Yeah, next time bring either a big tent or a few small ones and set them up somewhere to create a safety zone. Apparently they had one! And they didn't tell anybody. Like, we got an email that said, hey, here's what you can get as an accessible thing. And it was like 2 points, which was, there's an accessibility line. And... no, it was literally just both points were basically there's an accessibility line. No mention of the AFK lounge at all. Or mobility scooters. Like, there were mobility scooters for people who needed it. And the one girl that I talked to, her scooter was fucking broken. The neck on the scooter didn't stand up by itself, so she had to constantly, like, hold it up just to go anywhere. Like, yeah, no. All right, so we're gonna take a moment because it's med time. I have to take my meds, so it's med time now. This is the part of the stream where we sit back, we relax, we take a really much needed breath here so that we can take our meds. If you have meds, now is the time to take them. If you don't, drink water, eat food, do what you need to do to relax, do a mental health check-in. Today is gonna be a very, very heavy day, so we're gonna keep going this. But first, I have to swallow all these pills! Yay! So... how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Let's decompress a minute and take a moment to decompress and to breathe, because I know today is a lot heavier than when we normally go, but this is definitely a very, very important... I see those comments that I didn't mention. I will get to those comments after we all take a moment to breathe. I feel like it's needed. I really do. Cause like, holy crap. I'm not even done. But yes, no, I have one new pill that got added here. And it's a pill I have to cut in half. And let me tell you, pills taste gross. Cut in half pills taste even worse. They do. There's nasties. Nasty. What is like a Parkinson's pill? It's interesting. The uses of pills, like for an eternity for my migraines, because there was no migraine medication for a while, so they were giving me like antidepressants and anticonvulsants and anti-anxiety medications as migraine medications. Because sometimes you have a med and you give it to people for one thing, and then they report, oh hey, it's also helping with this other thing. And so if you don't have a med targeting that other thing, when you need help with that other thing, they'll be like, here, take this. It's technically for this, but it'll work for this too. So, like, my Parkinson's meds. I don't have Parkinson's. That's not a thing I have. But I do have issues with energy. And I've been really, really exhausted and really, really tired. And what they've noticed is that the Parkinson's med kind of wakes you up a little bit. So I've been taking a little bit of Parkinson's meds to help wake me up. And, it also seems to have increased my ability to handle thunderstorms. Because there was like a little thunderstorm, like a really minor thunderstorm that kind of rolled over. And when I first started taking the meds, and I didn't feel it. And then I felt a different thunderstorm, so, but it seems like I've gotten, like, I also have my grip back. My grip is a little bit surer. So, who knows? Who knows? It's doing some weird stuff. But I like it. I've noticed a little an improvement in areas I didn't expect to with the Parkinson's med. Got one more. Okay, alright, that's all the medication. Down and done! I'm already high on painkillers, so I'm good. That's why my comments may sometimes not make a lot of sense. Oof. Right? I do that for the cholesterol pill and it tastes so bad. You have energy problems? Never would have guessed, lol. Oh, yeah, no, Ninja, I have serious energy problems. Like, the energy that you see on stream is literally my entire day's worth of energy. Like, immediately after stream, I go and sleep for 3 hours, and that's not a joke. I crash after every single stream. I take the entire day's worth of energy that I need, and I put it into stream. But like, so that I'm energetic and I can talk to y'all and I have a lot of fun. But like, I crash hardcore after streams. Typically, I need help. Just be a chill gamer like me. I don't do chill. I don't chill. Yeah. Answer areas where they can keep the doors closed for like flashy events. For those of us who can't do big flashings, plus a warning sign over there. Yes! Yes! Teeth! Exactly! Warning sign for flashy stuff, and like an area where the flashy stuff gets like separated. That would have been awesome, and we adore you for it. Oh, thank you! I'm glad I'm able to take a nap. Yes! Just be a kid. I don't do chill. Like, I do admit to taking all my energy and putting it into this stream, but my personality does not change. It's... the way I act in stream is the way I act in real life, and it's just, I'm just focused. I'm focused and I'm excited. That's what it is I'm focused and I'm excited, but, like, I don't change who I am for stream. You just get concentrated me, because normally I'm very careful with my energy throughout the day, so I expound it in very slow, careful bursts, and in stream it's just like, whew, all of it. Honestly, for someone who derives their energy off of other people, the more chaotic I feel, the more energetic I get. I'm an introvert. I hide. When I need to get energy back, I run and hide. Hey, people are tiring. I do not get to get energy off of other people. I hide. People take energy. So yes. So TwitchCon, I have been same, yeah. There's a lot of streamers I've noticed, like a disproportionate number of streamers are introverts, and I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? At least in my experience, this is not a scientific data point at all. This is just kind of like a lot of the people that I know are streamers are also introverts. But yes, okay. So let's go back to talking the good, the bad of TwitchCon. So, I know that there are a couple of comments that I missed about the bad of TwitchCon. Let me go over them. So there were no physical maps. Yes, there were no physical maps at TwitchCon, and I get not wanting to use a lot of paper and save paper resources, but the alternative they gave us was completely inaccessible. So the other thing that I felt was needed is a rundown of all the locations. So there were a lot of locations, but no explanations. Even the AFK Lounge didn't get an explanation. It was just labeled AFK Lounge. It was, and no idea what that was. For the one person that I talked to who knew that it was there. Like, all the people with disabilities did not know it was there. Like, even the disability advocates who advocate for quiet spaces at cons did not know the AFK Lounge existed. That is how little they told us about this AFK Lounge. Did Shadow Town had a tiny physical map, and it was in a tiny hotel. Yeah, no, this was in the San Diego Convention Center. San Diego Comic-Con is held in this convention center, and they only used half the center. And this is still massive. They're like at least 15,000 people, I think. It's not like they didn't care about different, they did not care about disabled people, no. It didn't, yeah, it did, yeah, so no, they did not care. Like, there was sort of an attempt, but it was so off the mark, it felt like it was almost a, we're marketing an attempt. That's kind of what it felt. That's bull honky, that's so wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a full-on extrovert, that's fair. But also, like, workers, by the way, thank you for the pet pictures. Aww! I'm glad to have sent you the pet pictures. I hope that your surgery went well, Archer. But also, like, the workers for the con, making sure people use their inside voices so everyone can be heard without the screaming, I guess. It's a bummer when I have to wear my earplugs and noise-canceling earplugs. Yeah! Yeah, it was very, very, very loud. I'm not sure that there's much that they can do, because the problem with the inside voices thing is it compounds. So when you have two people in a room talking at the same time, you know, and they're using their inside voices, it's not much. When you have 400 people talking with their inside voices, it's a cacophony of noise. There's not really much that I don't think they can do on that front. They should have made huge banner poster things that have a map on them and then put them up everywhere. Other cons do that. There was a map in one location, but like a physical map in one location, but that looked like it's something the building had put there. It didn't have any labels on it that were TwitchCon specific. The other thing that I noticed was that there was flashing, there was a lot of noisy, especially in the expedition area, where where they had like a bunch of games going on, they had like a bunch of thumping music going on, and overall that room is actually pretty sound dampening in terms of quality. It wasn't too overwhelming unless I got shit! My gods! Hi! Whoa, welcome on in, Raiders! Hey yo, the Gaming Duck! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hey, Gaming Duck! Everyone, this is the Gaming Duck. This is one of the people that I met during TwitchCon. Welcome on in. Hello! I am your I'm your Shadow VTuber Spells! Everyone, we are talking TwitchCon. I am a variety VTuber. Currently, we're doing Just Chatting right now.
I am not too late.
How are you doing, Doc Tormund? Welcome on in, Duck Ray!
Okay.
Oh my goodness! What are you doing? You were doing Just Chat. Hello, my dear. Yes.
Check your DMs.
Welcome. Everyone, go give the gaming Doc some love.
Shortly.
What were you doing in stream? What were you doing?
Okay.
What are you chatting about?
Something down here.
We're currently chatting about
Is
TwitchCon.
this possessed?
And we're talking about the good, the bad, the ugly. We've already done the good. We did the really ugly. We're currently at the bad, and we're talking about specifically. We're talking about specifically accessibility and my experiences in TwitchCon and the experiences of others at TwitchCon and how we and right now we're in the part where I feel like TwitchCon could have done like a lot better. So this is definitely a heavier subject kind of stream. We do talk about the heavy subjects a lot, but like normally there's like games and chatting and chaos in the background, and this is a very, very heavy stream. So this is my heavy stream warning here to all of you who just came in, which I super duper appreciate you coming in. I really love the raid. That's fantastic. Today was a bit of a deep day. Lots of folks going through stuff, reminding them that no matter what, they're not alone. Exactly. That's a good message. No matter what, y'all, you are not alone. And currently, like I said, we have the question of the day here, or the question of the void, as we like to call it, because I am a shadow person. What is one accessibility feature you'd want to see at a convention? We're talking at the moment maps. There was no, I believe I actually talked to you about this, the Gaming Doc, during our conversations. We talked about how there was no physical maps and how those I'm out of here. I did help, although I can JK. No, you're good. Look, I never expect anybody in the stream. If you gotta leave, especially you, Gaming Doc. Like, you just finished a stream, so please go eat, go rest, go take water, go to the bathroom, whatever you gotta do to decompress after your stream, please go do it. Do not feel the need to stick around. It did help, although I can still feel half of my mouth, and a lot of my teeth hurt, like a mother trucker. Oh! Yeah, I had my wisdom teeth taken out as a kid, so, like, I know that feels. But yeah, we're actually talking about, like I said, we're talking about how there was no physical map, and the digital map that they provided us on the TwitchCon app was not great, in that it was really tiny, and if you tried to zoom in at all, it was not a very, it was not Does it even have the AFK lounge on here? This is what I need. So let me look at the second floor. Like, trying to get through this stupid thing is really hard. And yes, it actually does have the AFK lounge. It doesn't say what the AFK, it literally says, 20 Glitch Theater, 23 Give Please, 24 Cool Cat, 25 Franker Z. No explanations on what any of these things are. Just names. AFK, tabletop, community meetups, the music box, partner lounge, partner terrace. They had a terrace, fuckers. No, I love my partners. media interview room, bleed purple. The fuck is bleed purple? No explanations what any of these things are. Just names, and that's it. The gaming doc. Well, hi, Doc Tormund. Yes. The signs were fuzzy too. Yes. The signs were very fuzzy. Oh my god, that would have helped a lot. Yeah, actually, I do have to run and go get ready to treat patients. We'll leave a lurk. Have an awesome string and hugs doll. Thank you so much for the raid. Have an awesome string. Thank you for the lurk. Everyone say bye-bye, the gaming doc. Well, they know what it means. Who's here to learn? Right. So, that was another thing that I wish that I had seen. And when I got an email, let me actually go to my accessible email. So I am airing all of Twitch's dirty laundry, and I'm not afraid to, because y'all need to do better. So I'm not going to show you the email itself, but I'm going to grab the registration email. So when I signed up, and they really needed to make this more apparent, because I talked to a lot of accessible people, people in the disability community. A lot of them didn't even know that there were accessible passes at TwitchCon. The fact that this class accessible, yeah, we're calling out Twitch hardcore here. The fact that there were accessible icons on your pass, that was an available option, was buried. I had to look for that. That should not have been buried. Especially because those who need it often don't have the ability to go looking for it. Okay? You cannot bury this information. And so, on Thursday, September 29th, I got an email. This was 13 days ago. From registration follow-up. And I'm following up in regarding the special accommodations that you requested during registration. You have an accessibility icon on your TwitchCon's badge, only identifiable by staff and security. I like that part. I like that there wasn't a giant, hey, accessible person here flag. Because, you know, not everyone wants to be called out like that. So I like that. I liked that that was only identifiable to security and staff. This was all the information that they shared with me. So Twitch has designated queue lines at security entrances A and C and badge pickup for those with accessibility needs. Attendees with designated accessibility icon on their Twitch badge will be guaranteed advanced entry to all content rooms as well as Glitch Theater. The San Diego Convention Center provides elevators and elevator access to all levels. That is the only information that they told us about. No information on the AFK lounge, or a place that we could go if we needed to decompress. No information on the medical booth in case we had medical emergencies, and where to find that, which, by the way, the medical booth is on the goddamn second floor. Hello? You only had half a convention center. Put a medical booth on the first floor, or better yet, put a medical booth on both floors. So, only one medical booth, and it was in the busiest hallway in the entire convention. I need to point that out. The medical booth was constantly, like, just trying to even access the medical booth, if you needed to in an emergency, would have been impossible in any expedient fashion, because it was in the area everybody was fucking walking. Alright? If I had a true medical emergency, if I needed to get access to that medical booth in any fast way, I would never have been able to get there fast enough. Put more medical booths! So, there was that. And then, so no information in here about the medical booth. It also said, let me know if you have any questions. So I replied saying, thank you for the follow-up with me about the accessibility icon and resources available. I'm attending the convention with both my caretaker and a family member. Will they be able to join me in the queue lines for badge pickup and security? I sent this, only a couple days later. So I got the first one on September 29th. I sent this on the 4th. Okay, so maybe not only a couple days later, but like, I need to check my email more often. That's my bad. But I got no reply email. They said, let me know if you have any questions. I asked a question, no follow-up, no reply. Keep in mind, the con itself was on, was on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. I sent this on the 4th. They had 3 days to get back to me. And didn't. Never got back to me. No information, so I did not know going in if my caretaker would be able to access any of these lines. They were, but there was no, like, there wasn't any information on if caretakers could go or join, or if there was even a special caretaker badge for them. There's no information on caretakers at all. There's no, like I said, there's no information on the AFK lounge. I'm actually looking at the schedule. There's no, like, looking at what's happening, if you go to the TwitchCon, what's happening, no information at all about the AFK lounge there. The AFK lounge is mentioned in one place, which is on that tiny map that you can barely read because it's really bad quality. So Twitch bearing important settings is more common than we like. Yeah. I had a small family companies respond faster and more concise than this. Holy crap. Yes, exactly. So there was also no information. I didn't need it personally, but I didn't get any information on like how to pick up wheelchairs or how to pick up scooters. They had both available. I have no idea how those people even found, how those who needed it even found the wheelchairs and scooters that the con provided. Because they certainly didn't give that information to me. So I don't know how they got that information, and what they did provide was broken. Like I said, that one girl, her scooter, the neck was broken on the scooter, so she had to constantly hold it up to go anywhere. Which, no. Just no. So, it was bad. Like, I also heard that the lines themselves, like I said, my personal experience wasn't too bad. But, secondhand talking to other people who were like, hey, these lines were so disorganized and really, really frustrating, to get through. So I heard that was going on, that a lot of people were like, hey, Twitch, this is not okay. Like, the lines anywhere, to go anywhere, were really, really, really bad, really disorganized. So overall, it was kind of a clusterfuck, really. Like, I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed a lot of the panels, but oh, speaking of panels, the accessibility panel. There are 2 of them. And the last one that I went to on the last day was called, where is it? Building for Accessibility and Inclusivity. All right? Accessibility, and here's the description. Accessibility and inclusivity are 2 essential things to talk about on Twitch. As a broadcaster or developer, how can you help make Twitch a more welcoming experience for everyone? In this panel discussion, we will discuss how broadcasters and developers might take a more active role in increasing accessibility and inclusivity by building and using tools, talk about challenges faced in creating those apps, and hopefully inspire the next set of accessibility and inclusivity solutions. This was run by Alejo. Yes, that Alejo. Alejo of the pronouns and the closed captions. Also, Talk to Me Gooseman. Yes, that Talk to Me Gooseman. Talk to Me Gooseman of Stream CCs. And the last one was Snuggy Bun, who I believe was another closed captions developer. I believe Snuggy Bun is another closed captions developer. I'll be honest, I was a little bit late to that panel, so I missed the introduction. But basically, closed caption developers. They are. I'm gonna start off by saying all three of these people deserve to be on this panel. All right, I have no issues with these three people being on this panel. All three are able-bodied. But they are the reason we have closed captions, which, by the way, my closed captions haven't been working this entire fucking stream. Why are my closed captions not working? I hate that my closed captions are disabled. Hello, what's going on? Can I enable my closed captionings, please? Wow! Sorry I ate them. Don't eat my closed captions! I had closed captions on it when they were disabled this whole stream! Ah! Oh, but yes, I hate you. Anyways, but the issue that I had for this building pronoun check. Yeah! Hey, alright everyone, it's that pronoun check. If you are comfortable with it and feel open, please give us your preferred names and pronouns in the chat. My name is Spells. I am genderqueer, and my pronouns are they and them. But tastes like caramels. Yes, thank you for the pronoun check, Emily Shepard. The devs heard you talking about their closed captions. Apparently they did. See, it wasn't just me. Yes. So, the problem that I have with this panel is there was not a single disabled person running the panel. And don't have no discussion about us without us. While these three people, I absolutely agree, should have been on the panel. There needed to be disabled people on this panel. We needed to hear from disabled voices for this panel. And as a result, the panel mostly only talked about closed captioning and those who are hard of hearing. As someone with different accessibility requirements, I felt very excluded from this conversation. And I felt like there needed to be more panelists for this one so that there were voices from the community itself. She, they, Emily Archer, they, Chaotic Snuggles, probably drugged. They fair today. Alright. Love it. But yeah, so that's the one issue that I had with this panel, is that I felt like the community wasn't being heard, and I was not the only one who felt this way. So there was another accessibility panel that I went to, which was the advocacy panel, and that talked about some really good stuff, and I really liked that one. And that had people from all kinds of different, Ms. She, Her, I was AFK. No, you good, miss, you good, we love you. So yeah, that kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way, where it's just like, hey, if you're gonna have an accessibility panel, make sure there's some disabled people on that panel, you know? It's weird when there's not. And so it was very, like, they had good things to say. The panelists, it was also very, the panel itself felt, because it was made by a bunch of developers, was very developer focused. Surprise, surprise. I was expecting a little bit more, at least in how that panel was built. I went there thinking, oh, I'm gonna learn some tricks on how to make streaming more accessible, because that's a thing that I'm very interested in. How do I make being a streamer more accessible to more people? And it was how did we make closed captions? That's what the panel was, is how do closed captions. Which I think is very important. I do. And it kind of reminded me of being a streamer itself, is there's not a lot of information on how to be accessible as a streamer. And in fact, one thing that they mentioned was that partners kind of have to be told, hey, closed captioning exists. Add some closed captioning. So what I think would be really good for Twitch as a whole is if you were to go to the Twitch website, because Twitch has like how do this and how do that, right? So if you go to their website and they'll give you, like on their Twitch blog, they'll be like here's how you do emotes, right? And here's how like Twitch 101, they have the creator camp, right? And it's the basics, Twitch etiquette, community guidelines, emotes, building your community, monetizing your content. Add an accessibility section here. Add an entire category of accessibility where it says, hey, here's how you add closed captions to your streams. Here's your options. Hey, here's the, like, it's not enough. I know that the closed captioning options, both the what are they called? The extensions? The stream CCs and closed captions for Twitch extensions? Both of those are under recommended if you go to the extensions page, but most people go to the extension page looking for something specific, so not gonna really look at that. So if you add it to this creator camp, how to make it accessible, where you mention, hey, closed captions, and then you mention, hey, people who have, I should bring myself up a little bit. People are colorblind. Here's how you can check your graphics to make sure that colorblind people can see properly, or mention how like some color theory, make sure that there's a little bit of information there. You can talk about photosensitivity and be like, hey, some games are really super flashy, so add a photosensitivity warning if you're playing a super flashy game. Or better yet, add it as an option when you go live. We have so many buttons here that you can go live, the title, the go live notifications, the just chatting, the audience, the tags, a little check mark that says rerun. Under the rerun check mark, put photosensitivity warning. Slap that on there. All right. Make people aware of that, because people's lives are literally on the line with that photosensitivity shit. You can literally kill someone with your content. That's important. All right. So add, but barring that, if you don't want to program that into Twitch, at least add this in your creator camp as an option of, hey, here's how you can make your stream more accessible. It's really frustrating that this isn't here. And again, this wasn't at TwitchCon either. It feels like Twitch does just enough to make it seem like they care, but there's no follow through. There's no quality additions. And even trigger warnings for certain games. Those are easy to look up. Yes, trigger warnings. Trigger warnings would be great. The ability to be like accessibility, trigger warnings. And again, that was sort of the case here, where it was just like, we're making it look like we care, but I don't feel it, you know? When your mobility scooters are broken and your AFK quiet lounge is so deeply buried, no one in the accessibility community even know it exists. When the only meetup that is completely and utterly without any leadership of any kind is the accessibility meetup, it makes us feel forgotten. It makes us feel like we don't matter and we don't care. And even going to the fact that TwitchCon had any precautions in the first place for the pandemic. We are still in this pandemic. I know everyone's done with the pandemic, but the pandemic's not done with us. People are still getting sick from this every day. Hundreds of people are getting sick. People are still dying from this every day. And it was a fight to get any health measures at all into TwitchCon. And it feels like they only added the health measures because a lot of people went, no masks, no vaccination requirements, I'm not going. And Twitch went, oh shit, we're not selling tickets. Guess we gotta have those health measures. I mean, when they implemented the health measures, the clear pass was really nice. I really liked the clear pass. That made it super easy. I really liked that you had to physically wear a band that says, I have been checked, my health has been checked. And that was required all 3 days. And that was like the most, that was the most sturdy band ever. That thing was made of plastic, holy crap. Like, they slapped it on my wrist and went, wear this all 3 days. And I'm like, can I take a shower with that on? And they're like, yes. Patients are here, love you, fire, Drake. Everyone say bye-bye, fire. Have a good one. So, but again, the health measures felt like an addition when they realized that they're not, that they're not gonna have any people coming. And there's pages and pages of why are we doing the health measure, how to do the health measures. There's almost nothing on accessibility itself. Like, if you go into the FAQ for TwitchCon, the questions are, where and when is TwitchCon being held? Where and will it take it down, Yo, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for the subscribe, Midnight. Oh my goodness, Screech! My TTS is still not working, but thank you for the 8 months in a row. Holy crap, you're wonderful. Much appreciated. But yeah, so going back to the FAQs, when will tickets go on sale? What is the health and safety measures put in place? Restricted attendance, IDs, the accessibility request. So you have to go like halfway down before you get to anything that mentions accessibility. It says Twitch is for everyone, and TwitchCon will represent that. No, you didn't. You tried. The San Diego Convention Center is wheelchair accessible. ASL interpreters will be available at the panel. And our main glitch theater content. If you require accessibility accommodations, please let us know when you register your badge. And that is the only mention of accessibility. It is buried halfway into this long list of FAQs. I honestly don't know how people even got scooters. Really, I don't. Because there's no mention of scooters. There's no mentions of that AFK lounge. There's the... I'm glad they mentioned that again, I got the accessibility line thing, but there was so much more. Like the seats were not, the aisles were not big enough for my poor ass my rollator to get through. And they were blocked by microphones and by cameras, so I couldn't, after the first day, I couldn't even get through to the front where the accessibility seats were all located. Like, they had accessibility seats saved for people who required them, and I couldn't even get to them. It's just, it blows my mind how little thought was put into this. And I don't feel like they had anyone actually like talking to them, being like, hey, what are the requirements that people that with disabilities need? You know, it doesn't feel like the needs of the community were met. And that's, or clearly communicated for that matter. They left it on us to reach out and say, hey, we need these things. And that the onus should not be on your attendees. The onus to get like basic accommodations should not be on the people heading to your event. You should make sure that they're there and that they are clearly communicated. Because what was there was not clearly communicated. And since half the people in the accessibility community that I talked to didn't even know that you could request an accessibility badge. Half the people weren't even aware that was a thing that could be done. So you need to make sure that your accommodations are clearly communicated, are followed through in a high quality manner, and are available to those who need the most. And Twitch didn't do that. Yes, there were some things there. There were some things available. But it wasn't enough. And, see here, onus. Shove it up my onus. No, I'm kidding. See, here I think it is a prime example of how little able people in this country know about the disabled community, despite that everyone will join us eventually. Yes! 15% of the world population. 1/5. 15%. That is over 1 billion people are currently disabled. And just about everybody in the world will be disabled either permanently or temporarily at one point in their lives. By sheer statistics alone, just about every person in this chat will eventually experience disability. If you live long enough, you get into them 70s, them 80s, you will become disabled. Designing for disability should not be a numbers game. It should not be a, will this be profitable? No. Because when you design for the disabled, you design for everyone. Alright? Look at closed captions themselves. Yeah, but capitalism. No, that's the thing though! Capitalism succeeds more when you design for the disabled. Because more people can go to events if you make it more inclusive. You get more butts in seats if more butts are physically able to get to those seats. Alright? If you design for people, but honestly, like, society kind of views young people as always going to be perfectly healthy. I haven't been perfectly healthy since I was 20! I believe the word you're looking for is fascism. Yeah. That doesn't make sense to the corpse. No, that's because they think short-term gains over long-term. And it's and in a very selfish manner. And so that's what we need though, is we need people thinking, hey, you know, I need to be able to access this. And even if you're very, very, very selfish, you're really incredibly selfish, you should still be designing for disability because you will be there eventually. Statistically, you will need these accommodations. You will need a place to go off and decompress. You will need a medical tent if you get hurt. You will need working scooters when your legs give out. So just unalive people before they turn to a certain age and that would fix it. No, that wouldn't fix it because some people are born disabled. Some people get disabled when they're young. Some people become disabled when they're old. Yes, bad, Archer, bad. Yeah, exactly. So It's so frustrating. And, you know, even looking at things like closed captions. How do closed captions help people who aren't disabled? Well, some people are in a place where it's really loud. And maybe you're trying to watch Twitch on your phone while you're going down the subway and you really can't hear, so boom, closed captions. Or maybe you're at work and you're sneakily watching Twitch. Boom, closed captions. Turn the volume off, put the closed captions on, you good. So also, Archer, no more unalive jokes. Just feel like society doesn't think of the Archer bad. Yes, people who are unstable think thanks closed captions. Oh my goodness. So yeah. God, is thanks closed captions gonna be the next thanks? Can we do that? It's no more thanks Obama. It's now thanks closed captions. All right, we're just thank Obama. Meme is dead. It is now thank closed captions. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is why you design for people who are disabled. Another very famous example is the dip at the end of sidewalks that goes from the sidewalk level to the street level. That was designed for people with wheelchairs and rollators and walkers. Everybody uses it though. You put your to get your cart from the store to the to your car. I see everybody using that ramp to get up and down. People who are trying to bring goods into a store will use that to get up and down. Bicyclists will use that to get up and down. It feels like society doesn't think of those with disabilities are going to places that able people can go unless they're old people. Yeah. Stop talking sense over there. No, we like talking sense. We love to talk. But since it sometimes glitches, wouldn't it be thanks closed captions? Yes, we thank closed captions now. We bow down to the closed captions. I'm just gonna change my memes over here. Yarr! Reread that. Wait. But since it sometimes glitches, wouldn't it be thanks those captains? I'm too dyslexic for this kind of shit! I am too do not make spelling jokes to dyslexic people. Dyslexic people do not read this. Rest. Who knows what rest is? Gods, we should probably... I don't know, I've been going for like 3 hours now. I think I don't want to push myself too hard because I have a thing at the end. So what I want to do is I want to sort of bring the conversation back. We got like way off track here, but I do want to bring the conversation back to conventions and back to what I want to trying to push for accessibility. So very quickly, because wrap up, and then we'll do, and then after I wrap this up, this point, because there is a point that I want to make here, and even though we got like so far off track, the conversation just went. But after this, we will do our stream winner, and then we'll do our raid. But I want to end on this point because there were a lot of bad things in TwitchCon. There were a lot of good things in TwitchCon. There are a lot of really ugly things in TwitchCon. And TwitchCon could have done better. And I think a lot of cons can do better, because the sad thing is I don't think that so far off track we're flying. I know, right? I'm gonna spread this info maybe around Twitter about this anime. Yes! Spread info about Horror Musiko. It needs to be spread. I also want to try and spread info about what we talked about. Because one of the things that I learned at TwitchCon, because I did learn things at TwitchCon, I learned quite a lot of things at TwitchCon. I learned... Ow! Thank you for the eat, Archer. But I learned that I want, I meant Wandering Sun. Yes, spread Wandering Sun, but I also want you to spread what we talked about on TwitchCon. Because here's the reason why. Is there were a lot of gaps in TwitchCon's accessibility. And the only way we're gonna fix that gap is by making TwitchCon aware of it, and making Twitch and making other conventions aware of these gaps, aware of where the needs are, and then pressuring them like hell so that they can't ignore us. And that's gonna come from us, that's gonna come from disabled creators, but that's also gonna come from the community. And gotta feed the mighty Miz! Thank you for the thank you for the hydrate, much appreciated. So, I want y'all to talk about what we talked about here with other people. Bring the awareness to others, because a big part of my channel and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a lot of what I learned at TwitchCon and applying it moving forward. And a big part of that is how to be a better advocate. And how to be, because I keep calling myself a disability advocate, but a lot of it is I don't fully understand what that means. And TwitchCon helps give me a lot better image of what that means. And so, because my goal as this channel is not to just have fun and talk about silly things like anime openings and play games and y'all can throw stuff at my face, but it's also to be an advocate and to spread awareness on these facts. And that's done by talking about it on stream with y'all, but then y'all going out and doing that as well. Because things like charity events are great. Bringing money into charities that will help them, that will help those with disabilities is fantastic. We've already run a couple of charity events on this stream, but keeping this relevant as part of the conversation in our daily lives, online, on Twitter, in public spaces, I think that's where the real change is going to happen. By making, because the more we talk about it, the more Twitch and other companies have to sit up and listen. And so basically, it's friendly bullying. We're gonna nicely bully Twitch so that next year the con will be more accessible. And we'll see things like physical maps for the visually impaired, and scooters that aren't broken, and information sent out to those with accessibility passes on what all of the accessible needs, how needs can be met, and clearer ways to get accessibility passes so that it's not buried, and labels, explanations on your panels and your rooms in an easy to find location, and places that aren't gonna break people's backs. No more shallow as hell foam pits. All right, hit them where it hurts. Their wallets. Yes, but the thing is I can't hit them where it hurts, because the best way for me to hit them where it hurts is to leave the platform and not be a streamer anymore. But this is my job. That hits my wallet. So we also, so there is definitely, I meant like suing them. Oh, I don't have the money for that. Do you know, but what good is a con without someone getting hospitalized? No, we don't want anybody to be hospitalized at a con. Like, seriously, no hospitalizations. That we need a zero incidence con day, please. But yeah, bad Archer, yes. But yeah, it's also, you know, because the other thing is Twitch can do a lot more on its platform too. Like, closed captions should not be something that we have to go through a third party to get on your streaming site. This should be built in. So we need to convince Twitch that that this is something they have to sit up and pay attention to, because again, 15% of the population of the world is disabled. That's a whole lot of people, Twitch. You don't want to miss out on them. So, yes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It got weird. There was anime involved. We talked about getting pulled out of classrooms by cops. But I think I had fun. I hope y'all all had fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I appreciate it. Let's do our ow! I'm trying to find a button here. I am attempting to look for the button that I need right here, and you just throw shit at my face. Alright? I'm attempting to look for the proper button, and I can't do that if I've got 2 black eyes. What about my high school life? It's now an anime. So no hospitalizations, no Archer, I told you no more unalive jokes, alright? Please, Archer. Yeah, no, Archer, no more unalive jokes. Seriously, this is the last time I'm gonna be warning you about this, buddy. So what was I saying? Winner, right, stream winner. We're gonna do the stream winner. What is my stream winner spiel again, chat? My brain is just mush. Like, I'm so exhausted from the last 3 days. And then, this upcoming weekend, just to make things even harder on myself, I'm doing a massive tabletop game from Friday to Sunday that starts at noon on Friday and does not end until, like, 5 p.m. on Sunday. And no, there's no sleeping involved. Those are the times. So it will be like, it's such early mornings for me. Oh, it's gonna be awful. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. And that's why I'm not streaming this weekend. But yes, we're gonna do a stream. We're going to do the stream winner now. So for those of you who are uninitiated or unawares, if you want to be a stream winner, it's very simple. It's very easy. All you have to do is say, what are we gonna say? Do better, Twitch. That's what we're gonna say. I'm gonna keep ragging on my boss. Do better, Twitch, in the chat. Anyone who's been talking in the last 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes only, is automatically entered to become a stream winner. But if you would like to be a stream winner and you've been lurking around and you haven't chatted in a while, go ahead, say do better, Twitch, in the chat. Demand for better accessibility. We all deserve it. As well as, I also now have to talk a little bit just to make sure everybody bow before me, mortals. No, that's not do better, Twitch. The instructions were very clear, Goody. Do better, Twitch, not bow before me, mortals. All right, I'm the streamer. I'm supposed to be saying that. Bow before me, mortals. Actually, no, Guri's awesome. Everyone go bow before Guri, because Guri's wonderful. Okay, I'll try again. All right. Also, I do want to say, though, for those of you who have been lurking, you do not need to unlurk. This is entirely, optional. So demand for more ramps and intros from One Piece. You know what? Fair. You shall kneel. No, that's not it either. That's not it either. I was actually going to say, while I'm waiting for everybody to get in their entries for stream winner, I was going to tell you this. This happened during the improv panel, and it was fucking hilarious. So, at the improv panel, they're asking us like a bunch of questions, like, "Hey, who here streams? Raise their hand," and everybody raises their hand, right? And then who here's a community member? Everybody raises their hand, and then he goes, "Who here loves Twitch?" Nobody raises their hands, and he's like, "Y'all, we're at TwitchCon. We love Twitch." And then some hesitant hands went up, and then later, I was part of we were doing an improv exercise where he's like, "Okay, y'all are gonna make a sentence, but each person, there's like 5 of you, each person can only say 1 word, so you have to make a sentence and a story." So we start off with stories, we get a couple prompts, and then one prompt we're given is Jeff Bezos as a villain, right? So the sentence that we ended up coming up with was, "Jeff Bezos stole all of my money?" And the moderator is like, We love Amazon! Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is being streamed live. Lost it. Oh, I think I messed it up again. You did mess it up, Gruda. Gruda. I don't know where that came from. All hail, the mighty shadow being. The cringe. It was amazing. It was great. All right, so now that I'm done with that story, I've found my drum rolls. Are y'all ready to announce the stream winner? Because I know I am. All right, and the winner is... Get the winner. Yo, the winner is Emily Shepard! Oh, one of our newer members of the community, but you've been coming on very strong ever since you joined us. And you've been in basically like every stream ever since I saw you in, what was it? It was in Sunny's chat. Yeah, I was in Sunny's chat and you were there too, and we were hanging out. And then you came over to my chat, and then you have been hanging out ever since, and I super duper appreciate that. So thank you so much for coming on, and congratulations, Emily Shepard, for being the stream winner. Oh, you just gave me good vibes. I like that I gave you good vibes. I'm not sure how that happened, considering I'm a chaotic little shit, but I'm glad I gave you good vibes. And kids, to listen to the reminder that not spicy sex songs and all the mentioned animes. I'm bringing sexy bags. Say what? I am sad to say I liked that as a 14-year-old. My dad got me my first iPod when I was like 13, 14, and I didn't know what to listen to, and so I got like that song on my iPod, and I was like, yeah, this song, it's making me feel things as a 14-year-old. And then I developed taste. And that song no longer makes me feel things, it just makes me cringe internally. Like I cringe so hard, my insides become my outsides. You did? I did! Remember to listen to all the... Oh my goodness. Oh. Here's speaking of reminding, here's my shields before we do our raids. We are gonna raid, so don't go anywhere. But I have to, this is my job, so I do have to do this at least once a stream. If you want to help me, there's a tip jar in the doobly-doo somewhere in my pants. Ow! I'm currently saving up money to get the to get a new live 2D. It's done. The art is currently being done by the wonderful retro. That steak got stuck on my face. Why did that steak get stuck on my face? Anyways, my artist Retro is doing the new one, and then I've already paid Retro's working, but I'm saving up to get Randoxide paid, and was the old rigger, will be the new rigger. Really excited. Doxy's awesome. So you can go into the tip jar if you want to help me out with that, or you can also, there's the subscribe button if you want to do that. If you don't have to though, there's also a merch store, so if you want to, there's the merch store, so if you want to help support me with that, and also get something in return, there's shit with my face on it. Here's the Discord, come join us in the Discord, come talk about it, especially because on October 30th, I will be doing my anniversary stream, my 2-year anniversary stream. Ow! Just the tip! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you for the bits, the bits,
Carisoma cheered. X25, just the tip.
Thank you for the tip! I appreciate it! Thank you for the 25 bits, much appreciated. Okay, 30th, yes. So we're gonna be doing our my 2-year anniversary is technically on the 11th, which was yesterday. I have been streaming for 2 years as of yesterday. Holy crap, I forgot. I was so dead that I totally forgot that yesterday was the 11th. Whoops, I missed my own anniversary. We're doing the anniversary celebration on the 30th this year, though, where we will happy anniversary. Oh, thank you. But we will be doing, I have challenged my entire community to a Breath of the Wild bingo board. So anybody who participates will be getting a freak drawing from me. I will be taking a commission to anybody who decides to participate in the bingo run. There is information in the Discord on how to do that in the announcements section. and I'm really looking forward to running with all of you. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm coming up with ideas for a subathon and to try and get a little bit more money for that over there. So we're gonna be doing a subathon, we're gonna be doing a bingo board community speed run. It's gonna be really fun. Congrats on being old. I'm 30, I know. I'll be 31 in November. But the point is I'm really excited for that. So join the Discord, don't miss out on that. Here are all my socials. The Twitter especially is very important because sometimes I have to cancel stream when I'm not feeling well, so go follow that. The Instagram is there. YouTube, I'm working on it. There's my throne if you want to get me a present. I don't know why you would want to, but there it is. It exists. So yes, like I said, no stream Sunday or Friday. Alright, I will see y'all next Wednesday. We're having another weird week. No stream Sunday or Friday. So I will see all of you next week. Now let's go look for somebody to raid. I'm done with the shilling myself. I hate chilling myself. I hate it. Let's go say hi to people who deserve to be hied to. Ooh, why soup is oh no, I know who we're gonna say hi to. So one of the people that I met that I was really excited to meet during I made a friend, y'all. I made a friend, and they're called Punky Dumplin', and I met Punky Dumplin' while I was at TwitchCon, and so they are currently decompressing. They are streaming right now, and they're playing Dead by Daylight. So we are gonna go over, and we're going to go play. We're gonna go hang out with Punky Dumplin' because Punky is awesome. It was so cool to meet Punky. I loved meeting this person. Also, they're a really cool artist. So we're gonna give them lots of love. We're gonna give them a big raid. So let's go. It is raid time! Thank you all so much for watching. You've been a fabulous audience. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for listening to my gripes and my complaints, and for being here and for participating in the discussion, and all of you lurkers as well. You all get my love. Let's go. Here is if you're a spell slinger. If you're a subscriber, this is your subscriber message. If you're a spell slinger, this one's yours. We're gonna raid this fantabulous, wonderful new streamer of ours, Punky Dumplin'. I will see y'all next week. We're probably going. I know I promised I was going to do some more power washing simulator, so I'll probably do that then. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, this is Spells signing out.